Well, now that school is starting up again, many parents might want to turn their attention toward the cost of education down the line. Because according to a new survey, many Canadians are not doing that. The survey from Ipsos and Knowledge First Financial shows that more than half of Canadian parents are leaving money on the table and not taking advantage of grants when it comes to saving for their children's post-secondary education. But Albertans seem to be bucking the trend here. For more on that and some tips on how to make this kind of saving easier, I'm joined now by personal finance expert and author Leslie Ann Squirgy. It's really nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
So I know you're familiar with this survey. Albertans bucking the trend. How so?
Well, despite the difficult economy that Alberta families have been facing, they seem to be successfully opening RESP accounts and starting to contribute money. This is also in spite of the fact that Alberta provincially eliminated the provincial grant that was helping boost RESP savings. This is a good sign. So Alberta parents, they're opening the accounts, they're contributing. What we need to do though, as the economy starts to recover, is we need to have these parents contribute even more.
Sure.
That's because the cost of education is projected to be anywhere from $115,000 to $150,000, and that's for a newborn born in 2017.
It's sometimes hard if you just had a newborn to get your head around saving for something so far down the line until you hear a figure like that. I mean, the saving is really, it's in the kid's interest, but the parents too, right?
Absolutely. Imagine you didn't save and you are having to refinance a home, sell off some of your retirement savings to help put your child through school 17 years down the road. That is a bad financial move. And we can start making decisions today, $50 a month, $60 a month, or even more, that will help contribute to that total cost. The other thing that will boost your savings is, of course, the government grants. So federally, you have access to $7,200. May not seem like a lot. No, that's the total grant that's available, but it might not seem like a lot relative to the total figure. However, if you start investing that early and you as a parent contribute, it grows through the power of compounded interest and reinvested returns.
Well, that's a good point. Okay, why do you think so many parents across the country are not getting this message and taking advantage of these grants?
I think some of it has to do with awareness. We don't often talk about RESPs until it's back to school season. Parents are also overloaded. They have many priorities, paying mortgages, diapers, groceries. And then I happen to think that they're likely not seeking the help of a professional, where the professional is helping manage that RESP. They're calling the parent to remind them that these kinds of grants have restrictions and windows, and the parents need to be aware of those so that they apply on time for the free money.
But okay, free money's good, but as you point out, $7,200 bucks. I mean, that's the cost of what, half a semester now, if that. What else should parents be doing?
So I happen to think that they should maybe flip the equation to make it a family affair. So your toddler probably gets a lot of toys at the birthday time or Christmas time, and if you start directing some of that energy instead of toys towards RESP contributions, that could be a few $100s a year. You can also, start looking at the family budget to make some room. However, a lot of families that are in lower income thresholds are actually they have additional grants available to them, and the Canada Learning Bond is one of those. So if I were a parent that's feeling strapped and maybe dealing with a low income, those would be some of the avenues I would be looking at.
So get grandpa to cut a check for the toddler. My dad's been doing that for years. Now my kids don't like him as much because he doesn't give the great gifts. Too bad, kids. You'll like him later. Leslie Ann, so good to see you.
Nice to see you too.